Welcome from Denver, Colorado on this Peace Day. I'm going to tell you a little story, and at the end of that story, I'm going to have a present for you. When my son was about 4 or 5 years old, it was a week or two before Christmas, and the presents from our families were piling up beneath the tree. I was tucking him into bed one night and read him his bedtime story. And before I left, while I was sitting on his bed, he said, "Dad, do you know how you can tell that you're loved?" He goes, "By how many presents you get." I stopped for a second and reflected and said, giving presents is one really good way to express your love and caring for somebody else. But there's other ways too that don't require you to go out and spend a lot of money and do things. Like, you could give somebody a hug. That's one really nice way of showing someone that you care about them and love them. I finished tucking him in and was about to leave his bed when he reached his 2 hands out. And I looked at him and said, "What?" He said, "Here, take it." And I said, "What? There's nothing there." He looked at me and kind of rolled his eyes and said, "It's a present. Pretend." Well, I took the present and I held it in my hands. And he looked at me again with that, "Okay, dummy." He looked at me and said, well, open it, Dad." And so I began to peel off the imaginary paper. And I began to pry open the imaginary box. And he sat up in his bed and he threw his arms around me and gave me a big hug. It was at that moment when the innocence and brilliance of a child interpreted a simple thing into such an amazing expression of the truth that I really started to begin to understand that truth myself on a deeper level. So, and you might know this is coming, here's my present to you on Peace Day. Take it, open it, make it your own. Find that truth and love that is within you that we can extend outwards and maybe make a difference in this world that we all have to share. Thank you from Denver, Colorado.